At dinner, my sister looked at me and smiled, and everything felt normal for exactly 1 second. Then she told me not to bring my husband to her birthday, like it was a simple request, like he didn't belong in her world. The room went quiet, but not shocked, more like everyone was waiting to see how far she'd go. She said he ruined the aesthetic, and a few people laughed just enough to make it real. I looked at my parents, hoping for something, anything, but they agreed with her instead. All eyes turned to me, expecting a reaction, a scene, something to fix their discomfort. But I didn't argue. I said yes, and watched them relax like they had just won something. Because they thought excluding him was control. They didn't understand he was the one thing holding their perfect night together. So when her birthday arrived, we didn't show up. And everything stayed flawless. Right until the moment someone important walked in, stopped at the door, and asked a question no one could answer. The fork hadn't even touched my plate when she said it. My sister leaned back in her chair, smiling like she was offering a harmless suggestion. "Don't bring your husband to my birthday." The table stilled. Not loud, not dramatic, just a quiet shift, like everyone suddenly listening harder than they should. I looked up at her. "Why?" She didn't hesitate. "He ruins the aesthetic." A soft laugh came from somewhere to my left. Someone quickly covered it with a cough, but it was too late, it had landed. Across the table, my mother adjusted her glass without looking at me. My father nodded once, slow, like this made perfect sense. And then it happened, the first crack. Behind my sister, her friend paused mid-sip, eyes flicking between us like she'd already heard this conversation before. Like she knew how it ended. All eyes turned to me. They expected something. A reaction. A scene. I set my fork down carefully. Okay. That was it. The tension snapped, but not the way they thought. Shoulders relaxed. My sister smiled wider, relieved. My mother finally looked at me, quick, approving. My father reached for his drink like a decision had been made and settled. They thought they won. Dinner moved on, conversations filling the space like nothing had happened. Plans, outfits, guest lists. My sister leaned forward, describing the venue, white florals, soft lighting, everything curated down to the last detail. She paused once, briefly, eyes drifting to the empty chair beside me. "You'll still come, right?" she asked. A small hesitation. "Barely there." "I'll think about it," I said. Her smile held, but something in her eyes tightened for a second before she recovered. Midway through dessert, I noticed someone at the far end of the table holding their phone slightly too still, angled just enough. Recording, or maybe taking photos, hard to tell. When they saw me notice, they lowered it quickly and looked away. I didn't react. Because by then, I already knew something they didn't. As we stood to leave, my aunt stepped toward me, lips parting like she was about to say something. Her gaze flicked toward my sister, then back to me. She stopped. "Drive safe," she said instead. I nodded and walked out. In the car, my husband didn't start the engine right away. His hands rested on the wheel, steady, waiting. "You sure about this?" he asked. "Yes." He glanced at me, searching. "They won't expect it." "I know." A pause. "That's the point." His phone buzzed once in the cup holder. A message lit up the screen, just a preview before it disappeared. "Unknown number, just confirming." It cut off there. Unfinished. He didn't open it. Just flipped the phone face down and started the car. We didn't talk the rest of the drive. The next few days moved fast. Too fast for anyone to question anything. My sister posted updates constantly, venue previews, outfit hints, countdowns. Every detail polished, controlled. Perfect. Once, I watched one of her videos on mute. She was laughing, spinning slowly to show the setup behind her. For a second, she glanced off camera. Not at the decor. At someone. Her smile faltered, just for a frame. Then it was back. The night before her birthday, my mother called. "You're coming tomorrow, right?" I didn't say I was. A pause. Papers rustled on her end, like she was pretending to be busy. "It would mean a lot to your sister." "Would it?" "She's worked very hard on this." "I'm sure she has." Another pause. Longer this time. "There's a lot riding on it," she added, quieter. That made me smile. "I know." She didn't ask anything else. Just ended the call with a tight, polite goodbye. The next evening, I got ready anyway. Not for the party. For everything around it. My husband adjusted his cufflinks in the mirror, movements precise. He checked his watch once, then again, like timing mattered more than anything else. "You don't have to come with me," he said. "I'm not coming," I replied. That made him stop. Right. He knew that. Still, something about saying it out loud shifted the air. We left the house together, but not for the same place. Halfway down the street, he slowed the car. "You're sure this lines up?" I asked. He nodded. "Exactly when it needs to." I watched the clock on the dashboard. Seconds ticking. "Good." He pulled over briefly. I stepped out. For a moment, he looked like he wanted to say something else. He didn't. "See you after," he said. "After," I echoed. He drove off. I stood there, phone in hand, watching the screen. Messages were already coming in, photos, videos from the party. Everything looked exactly like she planned. Elegant. Controlled. Perfect. The music started. Guests arrived. Smiles everywhere. At 8:12 p.m., a new message appeared in the group chat. "Mom, where are you?" I didn't respond. At 8:15 p.m. "Sister, you're seriously not coming?" I typed, then stopped. Deleted it. Another message popped up. This one from a number I didn't recognize. It started to load, then froze. Typing. Stopped. Nothing came through. At 8:19 p.m., a video clip was sent. The party in full swing. Laughter, glasses raised, my sister in the center of it all. She looked radiant. Untouchable. Then the camera shifted toward the entrance. Someone had arrived. The door opened. The music dipped, just slightly, like the room itself hesitated. And the person at the door didn't step in. They stood there. Confused. Looking around. "Where is he?" Their voice carried faintly through the video. The smile on my sister's face dropped. Just like that. Conversation stuttered. The music faded lower, unsure. People turned, one by one, trying to understand what was wrong. Because the one thing they built the entire night around wasn't there. And the person they had called out of place was the only reason any of it was supposed to work. My phone buzzed again. "Dad, what did you do?" I stared at the message. Then another came in, from my husband this time. It was just one line. "Timing's off." I frowned. Off? That wasn't supposed to happen. Before I could respond, another message followed. "We have a problem." I looked back at the video. At the doorway. At the confusion spreading across every face in that room. Something didn't add up. Not the timing. Not the reaction. Not the way my sister suddenly grabbed her phone, stepping away like she was trying to fix something that shouldn't have needed fixing. And for the first time that night, I realized this wasn't going exactly how I planned. Not for them. Not for me. And whatever was missing at that door was bigger than all of us. The video cut off before anyone answered him. I replayed it once. Then again. Same moment. Same confusion. Same question hanging in the air like something that wasn't supposed to be asked. Where is he? My phone buzzed again. My sister this time. Call incoming. I let it ring. Then my mother. Then both at once, back to back, like panic had finally caught up with them. I declined both. Another message from my husband came through. They're asking questions I wasn't prepared for. I typed fast. Stick to the plan. 3 dots appeared. Disappeared. Came back. There's a problem with the delivery. My grip tightened around the phone. What do you mean problem? No response. Another video dropped into the group chat. This one shaky, closer to the entrance. Someone had moved toward the door, trying to capture what was happening. The man standing there looked irritated now, not confused. I was told everything was set, he said. Behind him, I caught a glimpse of a uniformed driver stepping back, already on his phone like he was reporting something. Inside, my sister pushed through the crowd, heels clicking too fast against the floor. Her smile was gone. You're early, she said. I'm late, he corrected, checking his watch. And your main feature isn't here. Silence. A guest near the camera whispered something, then stopped halfway, glancing around like they weren't sure who was listening. Someone near the entrance stepped forward, hand reaching toward the man's arm, then hesitated and pulled back like they'd crossed a line they didn't understand. My sister turned slightly, scanning the room. Looking for me. She knew. Or at least, she suspected. My phone lit up again. Unknown number. This time, the message came through fully. If he's not there, the transfer doesn't go through. I froze. Transfer? Another message followed immediately. And the car gets reassigned. My chest tightened. No. That wasn't part of it. I opened the thread with my husband again. What transfer? A call came in before he could answer. This time, I picked up. What's going on? He didn't waste time. The car wasn't just a gift. I stepped off the sidewalk, needing space, needing quiet. Explain. There's a sponsor tied to it. Corporate. The entire event, your sister didn't pay for most of it. That landed harder than I expected. She presented it as her own. I know, he said. But the deal was conditional. Appearance-based. Networking. The main guest was supposed to finalize it. And without him? Nothing gets signed. No transfer. No car. I looked back at the video still frozen on my screen. The Porsche. The centerpiece. The one thing she had built the entire night around. Why didn't you tell me this earlier? I didn't know, he said. Not until 10 minutes ago. Another video came in. This one louder. Voices overlapping. Movement everywhere. My father appeared in frame, stepping toward the man at the door. His hand lifted like he was about to say something, then dropped halfway, like the words didn't come out the way he expected. We can fix this, my sister was saying, too quickly now. There's just been a delay. There wasn't supposed to be a delay, the man replied. Behind them, one of the event coordinators leaned toward another, whispering sharply before stopping when they noticed the camera. Midway through the clip, I caught something else. A folder. Black. Sleek. In the man's hand. He tapped it once against his palm. That contract required a confirmation, he said. You assured us everything was aligned. My sister's eyes flickered. Just for a second. That's being handled. He didn't move. Didn't step inside. Didn't soften. By who? She opened her mouth. Nothing came out. The video ended. My phone buzzed again. Dad, answer your phone. Now. Then. Sister, what did you tell him? I stared at that one longer. Then typed back. Nothing. Her reply came instantly. Don't lie to me. Another message overlapped it. Because this is on you. I didn't respond. Because it wasn't. Not entirely. Something else was off. I opened the last message from the unknown number again. If he's not there, the transfer doesn't go through. And the car gets reassigned. Reassigned. That word stuck. I dialed my husband again. Who's the car going to if not her? A pause. I don't know, he said. But it's not random. A car like that didn't just get reassigned. It went somewhere intentional. Another message dropped into the chat. This one from a guest I barely knew. It was a screenshot. An email. Subject line, final confirmation, asset allocation. I opened it. Scrolled. And stopped. There were 2 names listed. My sister's. And right below it. Mine. My breath caught. That wasn't possible. I read it again. Same result. My name wasn't an accident. It was placed there. Deliberate. I zoomed in on the timestamp. Sent 2 days ago. Before the dinner. Before everything. My husband spoke quietly on the other end. Do you see it? Yes. I didn't put your name there. I know. Which meant someone else did. Another message came through. From the same unknown number. Check the attachment. A file appeared beneath it. I hesitated for half a second. Then opened it. A contract. Detailed. Structured. Signed. My sister's signature was at the bottom. But above it. Another signature line. Blank. Waiting. For me. I felt something shift. Not just in the plan. In the entire situation. This wasn't just about the party. Or the car. Or even my sister. This had been set up long before tonight. And I had been part of it. Without knowing. Another call came in. This time, I answered immediately. What is this? My husband exhaled slowly. It looks like a dual approval contract. For what? For the asset transfer. My voice dropped. Why would my name be tied to her deal? Silence. Then. Unless it wasn't just her deal. That hit harder than anything else. Back in the group chat, chaos had taken over. Guests asking questions. People leaving. Someone posted a photo of the Porsche outside. Then another 1 seconds later. The car being moved. Gone. Just like that. My sister's message came through again. You knew about this. I didn't reply. Because now. I wasn't sure what I knew. Or what I had been pulled into. Another video came in. Short. Sharp. The man at the door handing the folder to someone else. Cancel it, he said. But sir, the other person started. Now. The clip ended. And just like that. It was over. Or it should have been. But it wasn't. Because my phone buzzed again. Unknown number. Last message. This changes things. I stared at it. Then typed. How? 3 dots appeared. Paused. Then. Because now you're the only one who can complete it. I looked down at the contract still open on my screen. At the blank line waiting for my signature. At my name already printed above it. At the timing. At everything that didn't add up before. But suddenly did. This wasn't an accident. It wasn't a mistake. And it definitely wasn't over. Behind me, a car pulled up slowly. I turned. My husband stepped out, holding something in his hand. A folder. Black. Same as the one in the video. He didn't say anything. Just walked toward me and stopped. Then held it out. I think you need to see this in person. I took it. Opened it. Same contract. Same details. Same blank line. But this one already had something written beneath it. A note. Short. Clean. Not printed. Handwritten. I recognized the handwriting immediately. My sister's. If she signs, she gets everything. I looked up at him. Then back at the page. Then at the empty line waiting for me. And for the first time that night, I understood exactly what she had been trying to do. And what she had just handed me instead. My phone buzzed one last time. From her. Please don't. I stared at the word. Then at the signature line. Then back at the message. And I didn't reply. Because whatever happened next, there was no way to undo it. I didn't answer her. The message stayed there. Small, desperate, out of place compared to everything else she had built. Please don't. I closed the chat. My husband didn't move. He just watched me, reading the shift before I said anything. You understand it now, he said. Yes. Not a guess. A structure. She hadn't just planned a party. She had designed leverage. The sponsor wasn't backing her. Not fully. They wanted control, someone credible, someone stable, someone who could hold the deal long term. My name wasn't an addition. It was the condition. She needed me. Not as a guest. As the missing piece. And when I didn't show up, everything collapsed. I looked down at the contract again. My name printed clean. Her signature already there. The note beneath it, written in a rush that still managed to look controlled. If she signs, she gets everything. Not her. Me. I closed the folder. My phone rang again. My father. This time, I answered. Where are you? His voice wasn't loud. It was tight, strained in a way I hadn't heard before. Not at the party. Silence on the other end. Then a breath. You need to come here. No. Another pause. Longer. She's saying this was your plan. I know. And it wasn't? I let that sit. Then, not the way she thinks. In the background, I heard movement. Voices overlapping. Someone trying to take control of a room that was already slipping. She's trying to fix it, he said. She can't. She's calling people, asking them to delay whatever this is. It's already done. That landed. I could hear it. The moment something inside him stopped trying to argue and started trying to understand. What do you want? He asked. Simple. Direct. Late. I want you to stay there, I said. And watch. I ended the call before he could respond. My husband shifted slightly. You're not going in? No. Then how does this end? I picked up my phone again. Opened the contract. Scrolled once. Then stopped at the section that mattered. Final authorization. 2 signatures required. 1 already there. 1 missing. The entire night had been built around that second name. Mine. A car like that didn't just get reassigned randomly. It followed the contract. And right now, the contract belonged to me. I tapped the number from the unknown thread. It connected immediately. Have you reviewed it? The voice asked. Yes. Then you understand the situation. I do. A pause. You were listed as co-recipient based on the portfolio presented. We require confirmation. I'm aware. In absence of that confirmation, the asset has already been pulled. I saw. Do you intend to proceed? I looked up briefly. The street was quiet. Still. Completely disconnected from the noise happening across town. Yes. Silence. Then, we'll need you present. I won't be attending the event. Another pause. That complicates things. No, I said. It simplifies them. He didn't respond. Because he already knew. Send me the final authorization link, I continued. I'll complete it now. A slight shift in his tone. Careful now. There may be questions raised given the circumstances. I expect there will be. Then we'll require verification. You'll get it. The call ended. Within seconds, a new notification appeared. Secure link, final authorization. My husband glanced at the screen. That's it? That's it. I opened it. The page loaded clean. Name. Details. Asset description. And at the bottom. The line. Waiting. Behind me, a car passed slowly, headlights cutting across the pavement. I didn't turn to look. I tapped the field. Typed once. Stopped. Another message came through. My sister again. I can explain. I didn't open it. Then another. Please answer me. I locked the screen. Set the phone down for a second. Then picked it back up. No hesitation this time. I signed. Submitted. The page processed for a second longer than it should have. Mid-payoff, a secondary prompt appeared, authorization under review. My jaw tightened. Verification required, my husband read over my shoulder. I didn't say anything. Just tapped through. Upload ID. Confirm details. One more delay. Then. Approved. A confirmation screen replaced it. Transfer complete. That was it. No sound. No announcement. Just a quiet line of text that ended everything she had built. My phone exploded seconds later. Messages stacking over each other. Mom, what just happened? Dad, Irene. Sister, don't do this. Another video dropped into the chat. This one clearer. Closer. The same man at the entrance, only now, he was speaking to someone inside. It's been reassigned, he said. My sister stepped forward. Fast. What does that mean? It means the asset has a new owner. Her hand shot out, grabbing the edge of the folder he was holding. During proof/explanation, he pulled it back immediately, firm, controlled. That's not yours anymore. Her face changed. Not confusion. Not panic. Something sharper. No, she said. That's not possible. It is. She shook her head, already turning, scanning the room again. Looking for something that wasn't there. Me. Behind her, my mother moved forward like she was about to say something. Early confrontation, Monica, what did you? She stopped mid-sentence, eyes shifting toward the folder. My father didn't move. He just stood there. Watching. The man opened the folder. Turned it slightly. Not toward her. Toward the room. During reveal, he held it just long enough for the name to be seen, then closed it again without a word. My name. Clear. Undeniable. The silence that followed was heavier than anything before it. One of the guests near the back lowered their phone completely. Secondary character reaction, they stepped out of frame and didn't come back. My sister didn't speak for a second. Then another. Then. This was supposed to be mine. No one answered her. Because there was nothing left to argue. Mid-conversation, my father's voice came low, controlled. "There's more to this, isn't there?" She didn't respond. Because there was. And now everyone knew it. Another message hit my phone. Unknown number. Confirmation received. Asset registered under your name. I exhaled slowly. Not relief. Completion. Across the street, my husband finally moved, stepping closer but not touching me. "You're done," he said. Yes. Back at the party, another video came through. Short. Final. My sister near the entrance, shoulders tight, eyes moving fast. Someone said her name. She turned. Mid to late. Like she was about to walk out, then stopped when she realized there was nowhere to go. The man at the door stepped aside. Not inviting. Not blocking. Just done. The event behind her had already started breaking apart. Guests leaving. Lights dimming slightly. Music gone completely. Everything she had built. Falling without noise. My phone buzzed one last time. From her. Just one word. Why? I stared at it. For a second. Then locked the screen. I didn't owe her an explanation. Because she already knew. She just never expected the outcome. I slipped the phone into my pocket. Closed the folder in my hands. And handed it back to my husband. Final control shift, he didn't open it, didn't check it, just nodded once and put it away. No one followed. No one stopped us. And no one called again. Because the truth didn't need repeating. It had already landed. And this time, it stayed. I turned toward the car. Opened the door. Sat down. The engine started quietly. And as we pulled away, my phone lit up one final time. A new notification. Title transfer completed. No delays. No conditions. No second signature required anymore. I looked at it once. Then turned the screen off. And left it there. Because the one thing she built the entire night around was never hers to begin with.